Aging is something we all experience, but the way we age, the energy we feel, the clarity we carry, the strength we maintain, depends far more on our daily habits than on the number of candles on a cake. For years, people believed that decline was inevitable, that fatigue, stiffness, disease, and slower thinking were simply part of getting older. But science is revealing a completely different story, one filled with hope, possibility, and transformation. At the center of this discovery is the gut, a powerful ecosystem inside the body that quietly shapes how young or old we feel. What we feed this ecosystem determines whether it protects us or works against us. And the most inspiring part is that change can begin at any age, starting with simple choices. One meal, one step, one mindful moment at a time. This script is your reminder that the body still listens, still responds, and still wants to heal, no matter how many years have passed. Feeding your gut with the right foods is one of the most powerful ways to influence how your body ages, heals, and protects itself from disease. And understanding this connection gives you a sense of control over your health that many people don't realize they have. Deep inside your digestive system, trillions of bacteria are working around the clock, shaping everything from your energy levels to your immune strength to the rate at which your cells wear down over time. When you give these bacteria the nutrients they need to thrive, they reward you with a body that functions better, feels lighter, and ages more slowly. The foods you choose act as messages to your microbiome, telling it either to build health or to break it down. When you choose leafy greens, berries, garlic, onions, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and fermented foods, you are essentially fueling an army of beneficial microbes that protect you from the inside out. These foods contain fibers and compounds your body cannot digest on its own, but your good gut bacteria can. And when they break these fibers down, they produce short-chain fatty acids that reduce inflammation, strengthen your gut lining, and support your immune system in powerful ways. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, arugula, and collard greens are rich in prebiotic fibers and plant compounds that act like fertilizer for beneficial bacteria. These greens increase the diversity of your microbiome, and microbial diversity is one of the strongest indicators of long-term health and longevity. The more diverse your gut bacteria are, the more resilient your body becomes against infections, chronic diseases, and the wear and tear of aging. Greens also contain vitamins and minerals that directly support cellular repair, but their greatest gift is how effectively they feed your gut microbes. When you consume greens regularly, you create an environment where youth-protecting bacteria can multiply and thrive. Berries play a different but equally important role. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are packed with polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that your microbiome loves. These polyphenols reach the lower gut mostly undigested, becoming a feast for beneficial bacteria. In return, the bacteria metabolize these polyphenols into compounds that fight oxidative stress throughout your body. Oxidative stress accelerates aging by damaging your cells, and berries help counter this process. They boost brain health, improve blood flow, and support your heart not just because of their nutrients, but because of the way your gut bacteria transform those nutrients into protective molecules. Garlic and onions provide a different kind of fuel. They contain special prebiotic fibers such as inulin and fructooligosaccharides, which specifically feed certain strains of bacteria linked to reduced inflammation, better immunity, and improved digestion. These foods also have natural antimicrobial properties, meaning they help reduce harmful bacteria in the gut while encouraging beneficial ones to grow. Garlic in particular has been studied for its ability to enhance the population of lactobacillus and bifidobacteria, two of the most important longevity-supporting microbes. When these bacteria are abundant, your gut barrier becomes stronger, preventing toxins from leaking into the bloodstream and causing widespread inflammation. Nuts and seeds like almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds contain healthy fats, plant fiber, and antioxidants that your gut bacteria convert into anti-inflammatory compounds. These healthy fats nourish the cells lining your gut, supporting smooth digestion and better nutrient absorption. Walnuts, for example, are known to increase butyrate-producing bacteria. Butyrate is a short chain fatty acid that supports colon health, reduces inflammation, and helps regulate your immune system. Chia and flax seeds provide omega-3 fats, which also contribute to lowering inflammation, giving your microbiome an environment where beneficial bacteria can thrive without being disrupted by chronic low-grade inflammation. Whole grains are another important part of feeding youth-protecting bacteria. Foods like oats, brown rice, barley, and quinoa contain resistant starches that move through your digestive system without being broken down until they reach your colon, where your gut bacteria ferment them. This fermentation process produces even more short-chain fatty acids like butyrate and propionate, substances known to support metabolic health, improve insulin sensitivity, and protect against diseases linked to aging, such as diabetes and heart disease. Many people avoid whole grains because they worry about carbs, but the right whole grains offer fuel for the bacteria that keep your body young and strong. When eaten in moderation, they are one of the best long-term supporters of gut health. Fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, and miso bring something entirely different to the table: live bacteria. These foods contain probiotics, living microorganisms that increase the population of beneficial microbes in your gut. When you eat fermented foods regularly, you introduce new helpful bacteria into your gut while strengthening the ones already there. This helps maintain balance, preventing harmful bacteria from taking over and reducing inflammation. Fermented foods also help improve digestion and nutrient absorption, ensuring that the rest of your diet works even harder for your health. Yogurt with live cultures can improve immune response, while kimchi and sauerkraut can enhance gut motility and provide antioxidant benefits. What makes all these foods truly powerful is the way they work together. The microbiome does not rely on one single food or nutrient. It thrives on diversity. The more different types of whole plant-based foods you eat, the more pathways you activate inside your gut. Each food feeds different strains of bacteria, and each strain plays a unique role in supporting youth, vitality, and disease protection. Over time, this creates a domino effect inside your body. Inflammation decreases. Your digestion becomes smoother. Your energy rises. Your skin begins to look brighter. Your immune system becomes sharper. Your metabolism becomes more efficient. Small daily choices begin to shift the entire direction of your health. What's most empowering is that these changes do not take months or years to begin. Research shows that your gut bacteria can start to respond within hours. A single meal rich in greens, berries, whole grains, nuts, and fermented foods can begin feeding the bacteria that help slow aging. A week of consistent choices can dramatically shift your microbial balance. A month can transform your energy, mood, and overall wellness. And over a lifetime, these habits become one of the strongest predictors of how long and how well you live. Reducing inflammation is one of the most important steps you can take to slow aging, protect your cells, and prevent long-term disease. And yet most people don't fully understand what inflammation really does inside the body. Many picture inflammation as something that happens only when you get an injury or infection, but in reality, there is a deeper, silent type of inflammation that gradually wears down your health over years. This type is called chronic inflammation, and it is one of the strongest accelerators of aging. Imagine tiny sparks of fire burning slowly throughout the body, damaging tissues, weakening organs, disrupting hormones, and exhausting your immune system day after day. These internal sparks don't cause pain immediately, but they chip away at your vitality over time. The incredible thing is that your gut plays the biggest role in controlling the silent inflammation, and when your gut is healthy, the fire goes out. When your gut is inflamed, the fire spreads. This is why the gut is truly the foundation of youthful aging. Inside your gut lives a massive ecosystem of bacteria, fungi, and microorganisms that communicate constantly with your immune system. In fact, nearly 70% of your immune system sits along the walls of your gut, making it the first line of defense against harmful invaders. When your gut bacteria are well-fed, balanced, and strong, they act like guardians that keep inflammation under control. But when they are weakened by poor diet, stress, lack of sleep, toxins, or inactivity, harmful bacteria begin to grow, the gut lining becomes irritated, and inflammatory signals start spreading throughout the body. The gut lining plays a critical role here. In a healthy state, it acts like a strong barrier that allows nutrients to pass through while blocking harmful particles. But when inflammation rises, this barrier can weaken and become porous, a condition often referred to as a leaky gut. When this happens, tiny particles that should stay inside the intestine begin to leak into the bloodstream, triggering an immune response and creating chronic inflammation. This inflammation can travel anywhere. It can reach your joints, causing stiffness and pain. It can reach your brain, affecting memory, clarity, and mood. It can reach your heart, contributing to plaque buildup and high blood pressure. It can reach your skin, leading to premature aging, dryness, and wrinkles. It can even disrupt your metabolism, making it harder to lose weight and easier to gain fat. What begins in the gut rarely stays in the gut. This is why lowering inflammation is not just a goal, it is a necessity for anyone who wants to age slowly and stay free from disease. The most powerful way to reduce inflammation is by nurturing your gut with the foods that strengthen beneficial bacteria. These bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids such as butyrate, acetate, and propionate, which act like internal fire extinguishers. They soothe the gut lining, repair tissue damage, and send calming signals to the immune system, telling it that the body is safe. This reduces the chronic state of alert that drives inflammation. When these bacteria flourish, they create an anti-inflammatory environment that slows down aging at the cellular level. Your mitochondria, the energy factories inside your cells, start performing better. Your DNA becomes better protected from wear and tear. Even your telomeres, the protective caps on your chromosomes linked to lifespan, begin to stay longer and stronger. Lifestyle habits also shape your inflammatory response. Something as simple as walking each day can dramatically lower inflammation. Movement increases blood flow, reduces stress hormones, and helps your gut bacteria stay balanced. Exercise also stimulates the production of anti-inflammatory cytokines, signals that help calm the immune system. Light activities like stretching, yoga, and gentle strength training support flexibility, joint health, muscle balance, and circulation, all of which counteract inflammation. It doesn't take intense workouts to create change. Consistency and care matter far more than intensity. Stress management is equally important because emotional stress directly fuels physical inflammation. When you feel overwhelmed, anxious, or overworked, your body releases cortisol, a hormone that is useful for short-term survival but damaging when elevated for long periods. High cortisol weakens the gut lining, disrupts digestion, lowers beneficial bacteria, and increases inflammatory processes. Calming your mind through deep breathing, meditation, gratitude, or even spending a few quiet moments in nature helps bring inflammation down by signaling safety to the body. When your mind relaxes, your immune system relaxes, and your gut bacteria respond positively. Sleep plays a profound role in controlling inflammation. During deep sleep, your body runs a full internal repair cycle, clearing damaged cells, resetting immune function, and cooling inflammation. When you don't sleep enough, inflammatory markers rise and your gut becomes more sensitive and reactive. Just one night of poor sleep can increase inflammation the next day. This is why prioritizing rest is one of the most powerful anti-aging tools available. Quality sleep strengthens your gut, supports your immune system, improves hormonal balance, and slows cellular aging naturally. Hydration also contributes to inflammation control. Water helps flush toxins, supports digestion, and keeps the gut environment balanced. When you're dehydrated, digestion slows, the gut becomes irritated, and inflammation increases. Simply drinking enough water can help your microbiome stay active and healthy. Reducing inflammatory foods is another crucial step. Processed foods, excessive sugar, refined oils, artificial additives, and fried foods all disrupt the gut bacteria and trigger inflammatory responses. These foods weaken your gut lining and feed harmful bacteria that release toxins into the bloodstream. Over time, this accelerates aging and makes you more vulnerable to chronic disease. Replacing even one unhealthy food each day with something whole and natural can significantly reduce inflammation over time. What makes the gut inflammation connection so powerful is its reversibility. Even if inflammation has been building for years, Your body can begin healing the moment you change your habits. Within a few days of eating anti-inflammatory, gut-supporting foods, your microbiome begins to rebalance. Within weeks, inflammation markers drop, energy rises, and mental clarity improves. Within months, your skin, joints, digestion, and immunity begin showing obvious signs of renewal. Your body is always trying to heal. It simply needs the right environment. Reducing inflammation is not about perfection. It's about giving your body the support it needs to function the way it was designed to. It's about making choices that help your gut, your immune system, your brain, and your cells work together instead of fighting against each other. When you reduce inflammation, you don't just slow aging. You change your entire experience of life. You move better. You think clearer. You feel lighter. You become more resilient. You stay independent longer. You protect yourself from diseases that often seem unavoidable but are deeply influenced by lifestyle and gut health. And most importantly, you reclaim your body's natural ability to rejuvenate, restore, and thrive from the inside out. Light daily exercise, especially something as simple and accessible as walking for 20 to 30 minutes, has a profound ability to boost the population of beneficial gut bacteria, improve digestion, enhance overall energy, and support long-term longevity by improving circulation and lowering stress. And understanding this connection can completely reshape the way you think about movement and aging. Many people believe exercise has to be intense, sweaty, and exhausting to be effective, but the truth is that gentle, consistent movement creates some of the most powerful biological changes in your body, especially if you're an older adult or someone prioritizing health without strain. Your gut bacteria respond to movement more dynamically than most people realize. When you walk, your muscles contract rhythmically, stimulating blood flow into your digestive organs. This improved circulation brings more oxygen and nutrients to your gut, creating an environment where beneficial microbes can grow. These microbes, in turn, help digest food more efficiently, produce anti-inflammatory compounds, and strengthen your gut lining. In this way, movement becomes a daily message to your gut that the body is active, alive, and ready for renewal. The microbiome loves consistency. Every time you take a walk, ride a bike casually, stretch, or do gentle strength movements, you're telling your microbiome to stay balanced and diverse. A diverse microbiome is one of the strongest markers of longevity because it means your body has many different microbial helpers supporting immunity, metabolism, brain health, and resistance to disease. Walking in particular has an incredible ability to reduce inflammation, which is one of the biggest drivers of aging. When you move, your muscles release myokines, tiny molecules that have anti-inflammatory effects throughout the body. These myokines help reduce the inflammatory signals that damage cells, speed up aging, and weaken the immune system. Even a short walk after meals helps stabilize blood sugar, reducing the metabolic stress that otherwise leads to inflammation and weight gain. Stabilizing blood sugar also protects your gut lining because blood sugar spikes can trigger inflammatory pathways that damage beneficial bacteria. Light exercise also improves digestion by helping food move smoothly through the digestive tract. Many people experience bloating, constipation, or stomach discomfort simply because their bodies are not moving enough. Walking activates the digestive muscles, supporting peristalsis, the natural movement of food through the gut. This not only improves regularity, but also prevents harmful bacteria from fermenting stagnant food and causing discomfort. When your digestion is smooth and efficient, your gut bacteria produce more of the substances that keep you youthful, such as short-chain fatty acids that protect your cells and strengthen your immune system. But the benefits of light exercise go far beyond digestion. Movement is a natural stress reliever, and stress reduction is one of the greatest gifts you can give your gut. When you move your body, you reduce cortisol, the stress hormone that can damage your gut lining, reduce beneficial bacteria, and increase inflammation. Lower cortisol means a stronger gut barrier, fewer inflammatory signals, and a healthier environment for the microbes that keep you young. Walking in nature magnifies these effects even more. Natural surroundings calm the nervous system, reduce anxiety, and support a healthy balance of gut bacteria. Your body responds to nature with deep relaxation, which shifts your nervous system into a state where digestion, healing, and cellular repair can take place. Many studies have shown that spending time outdoors increases levels of beneficial bacteria, boosts immune function, and improves mood, all factors that influence how quickly or slowly you age. Light exercise also supports heart health, and heart health is directly connected to gut health. The better your blood flows, the more oxygen and nutrients reach the digestive system. A strong, healthy circulation system ensures your gut cells stay nourished and capable of repairing themselves. In older adults, circulation sometimes slows naturally, but walking keeps the blood moving in a gentle, sustainable way that supports every organ in your body. When your heart and gut are working in harmony, your energy levels rise, your stamina improves, and your body begins to feel younger and more capable. Strength building exercises, even light ones, also contribute significantly to gut health. Muscle tissue acts as a reservoir for glucose, helping balance blood sugar and reduce inflammation. Maintaining strong muscles doesn't require intense gym workouts. Simple bodyweight movements, resistance bands, or light weights are enough to maintain muscle mass. This protects your metabolism and reduces age-related decline. More muscle also means more mitochondria, your cell's powerhouses, which results in more energy, better mood, and improved overall vitality. Your gut bacteria respond to this increased metabolic activity by producing more beneficial compounds that support your brain, immune system, and longevity. The connection between exercise and the brain is another powerful element of longevity. When you walk or move lightly, your body increases the production of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that helps protect brain cells, improve memory, and support learning. BDNF also communicates with your gut, influencing microbial balance and digestive function. The mind-gut connection is incredibly strong. Light exercise strengthens this pathway, creating a healthier emotional state and a more resilient gut environment at the same time. Exercise also promotes better sleep, and sleep is essential for gut healing. When you sleep well, your microbiome resets, repairs, and becomes more diverse. Light exercise helps regulate your circadian rhythm, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. This creates a cycle where movement improves sleep, sleep improves the gut, and the gut improves your overall vitality. For older adults, light exercise is often safer, more realistic, and more sustainable than high-intensity workouts. You don't need to run marathons, lift heavy weights, or push your body to exhaustion to age gracefully. You simply need to move with intention, consistency, and care. Small movements throughout the day are often more beneficial than one intense workout. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, a walk after meals, stretching before bed, gentle activity in the morning. These small moments compound into powerful results that reshape your gut, your metabolism, your mindset, and your lifespan. Movement is medicine. It's one of the simplest, most natural ways to communicate to your body that you want to stay strong, stay young, and stay well. When you pair light exercise with nourishing foods, stress reduction, hydration, and positive habits, your gut microbiome becomes one of your greatest allies in the journey of aging gracefully. A positive mindset is one of the most underestimated tools for healing the gut, slowing aging, and creating a body environment where renewal becomes possible, because the thoughts you think and the emotions you carry send signals throughout every system of your body, especially the gut, which is deeply influenced by stress, fear, calmness, gratitude, and peace. The gut and brain are connected through a powerful communication network called the gut-brain axis, and this pathway acts like a two-way highway where your feelings shape your gut bacteria and your gut bacteria shape your feelings. When you hold on to negativity, anxiety, or constant worry, your body releases stress hormones that weaken your gut lining, reduce beneficial bacteria, and increase inflammation. But when you adopt a mindset that leans toward hope, gratitude, confidence, and calmness, your body enters a state where healing becomes easier and your gut thrives. A positive mindset doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing thoughts that support your well-being instead of thoughts that sabotage it. The moment you take a deep breath and allow your mind to settle, your body receives a signal that it is safe. And safety is the environment your gut microbiome needs to grow the good bacteria that fight disease and support longevity. Gratitude is especially powerful for gut health. When you focus on what you appreciate, your breath, your body, your memories, your relationships, you shift your nervous system from a state of stress to a state of balance. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, often called the rest and digest mode, which improves digestion, increases nutrient absorption, and supports microbial diversity. Gratitude lowers cortisol, and lower cortisol means less inflammation in the gut. People who practice gratitude regularly often report reduced bloating, improved digestion, more energy, and a calmer mind, all of which reflect a thriving microbiome. Even a simple daily habit like writing down 3 things you're grateful for can create measurable changes in stress levels and gut function. Calm breathing is another powerful habit that directly supports gut health. When you breathe slowly and deeply, your heart rate slows, your muscles relax, and your body shifts into a healing state. This immediately reduces the stress hormones that damage the gut lining and disrupt digestion. Deep breathing increases oxygen flow to every cell in your body, including your digestive organs, helping them function smoothly. It also stimulates the vagus nerve, the main communication channel between your gut and brain. When the vagus nerve is activated, it promotes better digestion, reduces inflammation, and increases the activity of beneficial gut bacteria. A calm breath is like feeding your microbiome a soothing message of stability and safety. Your mindset also influences how your microbiome reacts to everyday challenges. When you maintain a positive outlook, your body interprets life's stressors with less intensity. Your immune system stays calmer. Your hormones stay more balanced. A positive mindset changes the way your brain interprets stress, which in turn changes the chemicals your body releases. Those chemicals influence your gut bacteria, either nurturing them or harming them. A hopeful mindset releases neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which not only improve mood, but also support gut function. Many people don't realize that most of the body's serotonin is produced in the gut, not the brain, and it relies on a stable, healthy microbial community to stay in balance. This means your thoughts and your gut bacteria are constantly shaping each other behind the scenes. Letting go of emotional tension is equally important. When you hold on to anger, guilt, or fear, your body contracts, your muscles tighten, your digestion slows, your gut becomes more sensitive. Chronic emotional tension is one of the most common hidden triggers of digestive issues. But when you release emotional stress through journaling, gentle movement, meaningful connection, or mindful reflection, your body relaxes and your gut bacteria respond by flourishing. Emotional balance creates microbial balance. When your mood is steady, your microbiome stays stable. Positive thinking also improves sleep, and sleep is vital for gut health. When your mind is filled with worry, your sleep becomes shallow or interrupted. Poor sleep increases inflammation, reduces microbial diversity, and weakens immunity. A positive mindset helps your nervous system settle at night, making it easier to fall into the deep, restorative sleep. Your gut needs to repair itself. During sleep, the gut resets, the microbiome reorganizes, and healing accelerates. A calm mind at night becomes a healing tool for the gut during sleep. Your mindset influences your choices, and your choices influence your gut. When you feel positive and hopeful, you're more likely to eat nourishing foods, drink water, move your body, and care for your health. When you're overwhelmed or discouraged, you may reach for unhealthy food, skip movement, or develop habits that disrupt the gut. A positive mindset fuels motivation, and motivation fuels habits that support gut health. It becomes a cycle of renewal, positive thoughts leading to positive actions, leading to positive physical change. Connection with others also strengthens the gut through its connection to emotional well-being. Human connection releases oxytocin, a hormone that lowers inflammation and supports gut function. Laughing with someone, feeling understood, sharing a warm conversation, or simply sitting with someone you trust all help regulate your nervous system. When your nervous system is calm, your gut works better. Older adults especially benefit from connection because it keeps the brain sharp, the emotional state balanced, and the gut thriving. Loneliness, on the other hand, increases inflammation and disrupts digestion, showing how deeply emotional health and gut health are intertwined. A positive mindset also enhances resilience. Life will bring challenges, but how you interpret those challenges shapes your biology. If you believe you can overcome obstacles, your body mobilizes strength, balance, and energy. If you believe everything is falling apart, your body responds as if it's under attack, increasing stress hormones and harming the gut. Resilience, choosing to keep going, keep improving, and keep believing, creates a physical environment where healing and growth become possible. Your gut bacteria thrive when your mind is resilient because resilience reduces stress, supports immune stability, and creates hormonal balance. Finally, cultivating a positive mindset helps you stay committed to long-term health. When you believe your body can improve, you take actions that reflect that belief. You nourish your gut, move your body, calm your mind, and create an internal world where youth, energy, and vitality can flourish. A positive mindset becomes a form of nourishment, fueling not only your spirit, but your gut, your immune system, your longevity, and your entire experience of life. The most empowering truth about gut health is that it is never too late to rebuild your internal ecosystem, never too late to repair the damage of years, and never too late to reclaim your energy, clarity, and vitality. People often believe that aging is a downhill road, that once certain symptoms begin, they must continue, and that the body slows because of fate rather than biology. But the science of the microbiome tells a very different story. It tells us that the gut is one of the most adaptable parts of the human body, capable of transformation at any age, and responsive to even the smallest changes in the foods we eat. The trillions of microbes living inside us are constantly shifting, multiplying, and reorganizing based on the signals we give them. And remarkably, they can begin to change within just 24 hours of eating the right foods. This means a single day of better choices can spark a chain reaction of renewal that continues for weeks, months, and years. Older adults especially can benefit from this incredible adaptability because the gut doesn't judge age. It responds only to nourishment. If you've spent decades eating processed foods, dealing with stress, or living in ways that did not support your microbiome, your body still welcomes the opportunity to rebuild. The gut lining can strengthen. The good bacteria can regrow. The inflammation can drop. Energy can rise. It begins with simple changes, small steps that build momentum, because the gut rewards consistency more than perfection. When you choose a bowl of fiber-rich vegetables, when you add fermented foods to your meals, when you hydrate well, when you eat something colorful, you are literally sending a message to your microbiome that says, grow, repair, protect. That message, repeated day after day, becomes a new internal environment capable of fighting disease, slowing aging, and supporting total health. What makes this so transformative is that the microbiome influences almost every part of your life. It affects digestion, immunity, inflammation, brain clarity, emotional balance, weight stability, and even sleep quality. Many older adults assume that fatigue, stiffness, bloating, forgetfulness, or low mood are simply age catching up. But much of this is tied to gut imbalance. When harmful bacteria dominate, they release toxins, weaken the gut lining, disrupt hormones, and trigger chronic inflammation, which is behind many aging symptoms. But when beneficial bacteria begin to flourish, they produce short-chain fatty acids that heal the gut lining, lower inflammation, improve nutrient absorption, and support the brain. This is why people often feel mentally sharper, lighter, and more energetic within days of improving their diet. Their gut is responding, and their body is reflecting that response. It's also important to understand that rebuilding the gut is not about strict diets or unrealistic expectations. It's about steady nourishment, simple foods, and daily habits that feel doable. You don't need to overhaul your life all at once. You can start with one fermented food a day, like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, or sauerkraut. You can add berries or nuts to your breakfast. You can switch from sugary drinks to water or herbal teas. You can add leafy greens to one meal. Each change creates a ripple inside the gut, encouraging good microbes to multiply while pushing harmful ones out. Every small improvement is like planting a seed, and over time, these seeds grow into a stronger gut garden that supports your whole body. Even your mindset affects this process. When you set an intention to nourish your body, when you choose foods that support healing, when you slow down long enough to breathe or walk or rest, your stress levels drop, and that reduces the cortisol that weakens gut bacteria. A calmer mind creates a healthier gut, and a healthier gut supports a calmer mind. This positive loop makes transformation easier because the body and mind begin to work together instead of fighting against each other. Many older adults find that once they begin a gut-friendly lifestyle, their cravings shift, their appetite regulates, and they naturally choose foods that make them feel good rather than foods that drain them. That's because the gut microbes themselves influence cravings and mood. When good bacteria thrive, they encourage you to keep feeding them the foods that help them survive. When harmful bacteria dominate, they push you toward sugar, processed snacks, and low-energy foods to keep themselves alive. By taking control of your gut, you take control of your cravings, your mood, and even your long-term habits. Another beautiful truth is that the microbiome loves diversity. The more variety in your diet, the more diverse your gut bacteria become, and diversity is linked to longevity and disease resistance. You don't need complicated meals, just different colors, different textures, and different plant foods throughout the week. Your microbiome thrives on new experiences. Even adding one new fruit or vegetable each week can create meaningful changes. Think of your gut as a living community, one that responds with gratitude to each new nutrient you introduce. It wants to evolve. It wants to strengthen. It wants to help you age gracefully. And this is why it is never too late. A 70-year-old can rebuild their gut as effectively as someone in their 20s. A person recovering from illness can strengthen their microbiome with consistency. Someone who has lived with bloating, fatigue, or inflammation for years can experience dramatic improvements simply by feeding their gut the right foods and supporting it with movement, hydration, and rest. The body is always listening, always trying to heal, always responding to the signals you give it. The gut, especially, is ready to change at any moment because it rebuilds faster than almost any other system in the body. Imagine waking up with more energy, clearer thoughts, smoother digestion, better mood stability, fewer aches, and a deeper sense of vitality. Imagine feeling younger not because you reversed time, but because you rebuilt the internal systems that support youthfulness. Gut health gives you that possibility regardless of age or history. Even if you start slowly, even if you've struggled before, your gut is ready to improve the moment you begin feeding it what it needs. And every positive step you take today shapes the microbiome that will support you tomorrow, creating a healthier, more vibrant version of you from the inside out. And as you move forward from here, remember that your body is not your past choices, your age, or your limitations. It is a living system that responds to care, nourishment, movement, and mindset every single day. The gut, more than anything else, reflects these choices back to you in the form of energy, clarity, strength, and resilience. You are never too old, never too late, and never too far gone to begin rebuilding the foundation of your health from the inside out. Each nutrient you choose, each walk you take, each moment of calm you create is a message to your gut that you're ready for renewal. And the gut responds with healing, protection, and vitality. So take this knowledge, take this inspiration, and begin today with one small step. Your future self is waiting, stronger, brighter, and more alive than ever, ready to thank you for the choices you make now.